Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So friends, as usual, I'll share another interesting story. So please stay connected until it ends. So without further delay, let's start. In the small town of Haswood, there lived a vendor named James. He and his wife named Stacy used to sell hot dogs in the town, but they didn't have many customers. The customers don't come back. The customers don't come back in his shop. That is why James always wondered that. That is why James was always wondered that why his customers don't come back. One day, whenever Stacy and James were in the house, they started quarreling to each other. Then James says to Stacy, "I don't like the I don't like the hot dogs that you prepared." Then Stacy says to James, "I don't know, but the sales has fallen very low." Then James says to Stacy, "I don't like the hot dogs that you prepared. Then why will our customer like it?" Then Stacy then Stacy turn then Stacy turns red with anger and says to James, "Okay, if it is so, then why don't you prepare the hot dogs? Then only you will understand how difficult it is." Then James says to Stacy, "Okay, if it is so, then uh, in my village, in my village, a lady named, Stacy, in my village there lived a lady named Sarah. She she prepare food very deliciously. If she will if she will make if she will make hot dogs for us, then it will be very good and we will earn more." Okay, I'll go tomorrow morning and I'll talk about this, okay? And very early in the morning, james went to james went to village where Sarah lives. And then Sarah says to James, "Oh, welcome, brother. May I know the reason you came surprisingly in my house?" Then James says to Sarah, "Sarah, as you know, that I have a small business of hot dogs, and I need a man who made hot dogs for us. Will you work for me? Will you work for me? I'll give you a good amount." Then Sarah says to James, "Wow, brother, this is a really good idea, and I'll definitely work for you, okay?" Then, and she says, it will help my family financially." And in the evening, Sarah came in the town with James. And next day, very early in the morning, James says to Sarah, "Sarah, today you will have to make today you will have to make today you will have to make 100 hot dogs, okay?" Then Sarah says to James, "Okay, brother, you will have to bring all the necessary ingredients. You just buy all the necessary ingredients. I will prepare 100 hot dogs." And in this way, James James brought all the necessary ingredients, and Sarah prepared 100 hot dogs. And James and Stacy started selling hot dogs in the town. And and that day so and that day they sold all the hot dogs. And they earned lots of money. And in the evening, James gives half of the profit to Sarah. After then, Sarah became very happy and says to James, "Okay, brother, this is this is the this money help my family financially." And James says to Sarah, "Sarah, tomorrow you will have to make tomorrow you will have to make 200 hot dogs because now we have more customers, okay?" Then Sarah next very early in the morning, Sarah prepared 200 hot dogs, and in this way, James and Stacy used to sell hot dogs in the town, and they earned lots of money. And James used to give half of the profit to Sarah, and and again, and she started see, and he started giving order to Sarah, prepared 300 hot dogs, 400 hot dogs, and 500 hot dogs. Now it was routine, and he used to give half of the profit to Sarah. After watching all of this, Stacy feels jealous, and one day she says to her husband, "Dear, why do you give half of the profit to Sarah? This is not right. Think about this. We buy all the necessary ingredients. We stand in the shop whole day, and we sold hot dogs in the shop, and she will take half of the profit. Think about it. This is not right." Then James says to Stacy, "Stacy dear, but I can't do anything. I am earning I am earning profit because hot dogs are tasty, and because Sarah make tasty hot dogs. I am earning because of her. I cannot fire her from this job." Then again they started quarreling. Then then James says to Stacy, "Okay, I will talk about this tomorrow, okay?" And next day James says to Sarah, "Sarah, all the now I am now I am losing customers, and now I don't have many customers, and all the and all the ingredients price has grown up, so that's why I'm losing in my business, so I can give you only 100 rupees per day." Then Sarah says to James, "But brother, you have promised me that you will give me half of the profit. I can earn anyhow 100 rupees in the village. I came here to earn more. Think about this." Then James says to Sarah, "But Sarah, I I can't do anything. I can I will pay you only daily basis, okay? And I'll pay you only 100 rupees per day." Then Sarah says to James, "But brother, I came here to earn more, and I now I don't want to do this job." Then James says to Sarah, "Sarah, you are greedy." Then Sarah says to James, "I am greedy, or is it you are greedy? I have never compromised with my work, so I will take full payment as decided." Then James turns red with anger and says to Sarah, "Get out of my house. Get out, of my house. You cannot do better than this. You deserve to live in a small village. Just go away from here. Then Sarah takes her steps and and she started she started returning in the village with her elder son Alex. After walking some distance, her elder son Alex says to Sarah, "Mother, we can start our own business. We have we have saved some money and we can use it to start our own business." Then Sarah says to Alex, "Will it work?" Then Alex says to Sarah, "Of course it will work. Tomorrow we will buy all the necessary ingredients and a trolley and we will start our own business." And next day, Sarah prepared only 50 hot dogs and they started selling next to James' business because it was the first day and they didn't have many customers. Then Sarah says to Alex, son, do you think we have done mistake to start our own business? What if we will lose this business?" Then Alex says to mother, today it's a first day of our business. How will people know that we will make tasty hot dogs? You just wait. And in this way 2 to 3 days passed. Now Sarah have many customers. One day a man came to Sarah's shop and says to Sarah, "Sister, give me a hot dog." Then Sarah gives a hot dog to man eats hot dog and says to Sarah, "The hot dog is really tasty. Can you please pack 10 more hot dogs?" Then Sarah packed 10 hot dogs to man and man left. In this way, now they have many customers. And one day a very wealthy man of the village one day a very wealthy businessman came to Sarah's shop and says to Sarah, "Give me." And he eats hot dog and he found out that hot dog is very tasty. Then he says to Sarah, the day after tomorrow has my son getting married. Will you prepare hot dogs for whole villagers? I'll give you good amount. Will you work for me? Then Sarah became very happy and says to man, "Of course I will work for you." And wealthy man gives money in advance to Sarah. After watching all of this, James and Stacy feel jealous on Sarah, but they but they but they can't do anything. And in this way, Sarah started selling tasty hot dogs in the town and she had many customers. So friends, this was the story which I shared. I'll meet you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.